Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So it's been nearly a week since we've had any Nijisanji related drama. However, that streak has come to an end because today Nijisanji has announced some pretty devastating news for themselves and their fans. This involves Anime Expo 2024. This is one of the largest anime related conventions in the world, arguably, where tens of thousands of people come to Los Angeles every year for this convention. And if you notice from their website, this convention takes place between July 4th to July 7th, which, look at your calendars, that's only about a week away. Now, Nijisanji was not only expected to make an appearance at this convention, they were hosting two large concerts, the Summer Jam concert on the 6th, as well as the Wonder Wander World concert on July 7th. Now, a lot of people are looking forward to these. However, Nijisanji just announced this only a few hours ago, saying this is an important update regarding the Nijisanji EN Summer Jam and Welcome to Wonder Wander World concert in LA. It's originally scheduled for July 6th through the 7th at the Peacock Theater during Anime Expo 2024. While we were incredibly excited to bring you our first ever 3D concert in North America, recent developments have made it clear that creating the optimal environment for an unforgettable experience for our fans and our livers is no longer feasible. Now, that is a pretty bold statement. They're saying that basically due to various circumstances, they will not be able to provide an enjoyable or possibly even safe experience for their guests and their livers as well. And I can get at least several reasons they're trying to run with to make that statement. Now, if you see this language here and it sounds somewhat familiar, it's because it is familiar. So if you go back a few months ago, Nijisanji and several of their EN livers were supposed to attend Anime Expo, a larger VTuber-related convention. However, only about a month after the fallout of the Salentatsuki termination, they made this announcement saying Anime Expo believes that recent events have resulted in an environment where Etheria appearing would not be conducive to a positive convention experience for any Color Inc.'s livers or our attendees. And that was a statement made by both Anime in conjunction with Nijisanji. So that language is very similar to what we're seeing with this current Anime Expo cancellation. And there was another situation some people are looking at involving this current Anime Expo for 2024. This was a situation I covered on my alt channel. I'll put a link to this in the description if you want to check out that video and other videos I upload there. I upload pretty regularly on that channel. But there was an announcement about 2 weeks ago from Dokibird where she shared with everyone that she would be attending Anime Expo through a collab with iBuyPower and Heights, which are two PC part companies. And curiously enough, their booth that they're sharing with Dokibird is right across the booths for Nijisanji. It's a showdown, it's a turf war, but in all seriousness, if you think Dokibird is the one who is condoning or encouraging harassment, you're out of your mind. That is the last thing she would ever want. And also, later on, we will read that the booths for Nijisanji will remain. So the people complaining about the potential dangers here are not going to be addressed by Nijisanji, who clearly thinks everyone is going to be safe in terms of the booths. But Kuririnji here shared a thread containing dozens of Nijisanji fans over the past week or so who have been sharing their fear of this convention, some of them canceling their plans because they believe that they're going to be subject to harassment and threats to their physical safety by attending this convention due to the various circumstances surrounding Nijisanji currently. And we saw tweets like this even blaming Dokibird. So let's read this one saying, I did felt threatened for my IRL safety that I had to cancel plane ticket and skip meet and greet with my Niji Oshi before, and it's coming back again. Seems like Doki is not even a VTuber anymore. Her action make it look like she wants to destroy the entire VTuber community as revenge. Imagine saying this about Dokibird, of all people. But you can see there's a lot of hysteria going on from these Nijisanji fans. None of them can actually cite any sort of real threat to their safety, but a lot of them are blaming the situation with Dokibird and her booth being so close to the Nijisanji booth. Now let's return to the statement. So they add a section here providing further details for each of the individual concerts. And if you go to these two websites here, you'll get the same message saying all of this stuff where they also ensure that people will be getting refunds on top of the fact that they're going to provide these various concerts for free on YouTube to compensate for canceling these at the last moment. And also, going back to the refund of the tickets, they seem very quick to do that. And a lot of people have various theories about what's going on with this concert and its cancellation. But one thing that seems to be very relevant are images like this. So here is a snapshot of the tickets sold for these concerts. Now let's take a look at this one in particular to give you an idea. This is for the Summer Jam on July 6th. Right here, you see this green for the concert? Those are the available seats. The only seats they sold are right here. They're pretty much empty. The stadium's pretty much empty, and it's already at limited seating. Like, they're not offering the entire stadium. They're already closing off the back sections. They're not even available in the first place. And they still could only sell that many, which is honestly really bad, okay? You don't have to be some Nijisanji hater to look at this and say, wow, that is a really underwhelming amount of tickets that they sold. I mean, they're one of the biggest VTuber agencies in the world, and they're attending one of the biggest anime conventions in the world. What is going on here? And people have been doing some math, and I've seen various calculations on some of the ticket sales for these concerts. And basically, I'm seeing a 5 to 10% capacity for these various concerts. Basically, they're only selling out 5 to 10% of the tickets they're offering, which is really, really bad. Like, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. But back to the main message from Nijisanji, they go on to say this. Please rest assured that full refunds for the concert tickets will be processed. Details regarding the refund process will be announced soon on our official X accounts and the websites mentioned above. We are also working on special perks to show our appreciation for all who purchase tickets. Additionally, the Nijisanji EN/Nijisanji booth at Anime Expo will remain open. We are excited to see you there. Thank you so much for your understanding. So like I said earlier, they are leaving the booths open. So anyone claiming that there's these threats to their safety stemming from the location of these booths, Nijisanji is not agreeing with that for the moment. But this big emphasis on the refunds and also keeping the booths open and welcoming everyone to continue attending Anime Expo 2024, it's not that simple. Okay, you might refund the concert tickets, but people had to get there, right? The most expensive part of conventions is always the travel and the places you stay, whether it's hotels, Airbnbs, etc. And you have people in the replies like this saying, I'm like a joke. I spent so much money on a flight ticket and hotel, and now you told me the concert is canceled. I bought the AX ticket because it requires one to enter the concert. Who will be responsible for refunding that? It's so ridiculous. Yeah, to cancel this concert 1 week before it's supposed to start is absolutely wild, by the way. That is really, really late. And a lot of people will be out of money, out of thousands of dollars, because people travel from all over the world. And I don't know if you guys notice right now, but plane tickets, even hotels, are very, very expensive right now, especially when you're going through LAX, that airport, and also just trying to find a place in Los Angeles to stay. Very, very expensive stuff. And a lot of these people are not going to get refunds on that stuff. And that's the most costly part of attending conventions like Anime Expo. And a lot of people are going to be out of that money. And how do you think they're going to feel about Nijisanji? Do you think they're going to want to continue supporting Nijisanji after being basically ripped out of all of this money because they canceled a concert this late in the game? This is really, really disappointing. Like, all memes and jokes aside, I feel very sorry for the Nijisanji fans who were going to attend this concert, because a lot of them were going with the main intention of going to the concert. Everything else was secondary. I mean, that's a big, big event. Their first 3D North American concert, that's a huge deal. A lot of hardcore Nijisanji fans were traveling from all around the world to get there, and now they're empty-handed. The main reason they're going is gone, and they're out thousands of dollars. Really, really unfortunate stuff for them. But also, Chris here brings up a good point, saying, bruh, did Niji really cancel AX concert for technical reason? Did y'all learn nothing from the original AR Live cancellation? So for those who don't remember, The original AR Live was set to be in 2023. This concert ended up happening in 2024, but it was originally supposed to happen in 2023. As you can see, people like Selene Tatsuki and Palmu were supposed to be a part of that original lineup, and of course in 2024 they were no longer there when the concert actually happened. But they gave a reason that's somewhat similar to what we're seeing with Anime Expo this year. Back in 2023, they said this 2 months before the concert was set to begin, saying, "We regret to inform you that due to various circumstances, including the coronavirus, leading to delays in the live shooting and video production, we have decided to cancel Nijisanji Ian AR Live Colors Pastel Stage and Vivid Stage, which was scheduled for April 8th and 9th, 2023. So a very similar situation back then, and that went over really, really badly for Nijisanji. Like that, back then was a terrible PR move. This is a terrible PR move now. Nijisanji just can't afford this right now. I don't know if it's the lack of ticket sales, because we all know that if they had their concerts and only the first few rows were occupied, people would be taking pictures, it would go onto Twitter, it would circulate around social media, and people would be saying, Nijisanji is finished, okay? It would probably be a Rev video, okay? Let's be honest. So I don't know if that was a huge factor, but they are trying to give these vague reasons, implying basically that there's just not a conducive environment for a good time for both the attendees and the livers. Is that the truth? Is that part of the truth, the full truth, or a complete lie? Who knows? But I definitely think the lack of ticket sales was a big factor in all of this. But for now, that's going to do it for this video and the latest round of Nijisanji related drama. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.